Good afternoon, everyone. It's Sheila here in Boho Daydreams, and welcome to my channel. I'm just going to say right now, if you hear a little bit of movement or rambunctiousness, I have my girlfriends in here with me, and they're in here with me every day. But I had to turn the air conditioner off and open the windows, so they're a little more keen and interested to the little floop-de-floops that are kind of prancing themselves around there in the front of the window. So if you hear barking or you kind of hear scurrying, that's what it is. All right, so what is sitting on my table? Oh my goodness. This is the Amour Journal that Sally and I created for the tutorial. And it's kind of been a bit of a big project that we took upon. Since we haven't really done a lot of tutorial projects, it was a little bigger. So this is the journal that we created that I'm going to show you, and this is the journal that the tutorial is going to be based upon. So the bare bones of this journal is the Amour velvet kit, and that included the velvet package with the silk tie, the seam binding, the 2 different colored velvet ribbons, and some baubles. Also included the paper pack, which has a bunch of the details that you will see on the inside, and the antique and vintage wallpaper that coordinated, and the DigiKit that we used in here. And so Sally and I did this together. Sally has done all the papers, and I did the cover and the binding, etc. Before I get into that, I just want to show you the ties. So we have created hand-dyed silk tie packages. They are about 10 yards. There's 4 different colors in every package, and each tie is about 2.5 yards in length, and it varies from 1.5 inches to 2.5 inches, just because the silk kind of tore a little differently. I should have ironed it, but I didn't, so it tore just a little bit differently. But it's beautiful. There's a sheen to it, and it drapes so lovely. So there's a video that's coming up with that you'll see in the future. And I'm just going to say that one of the color strips was enough to create these ties. So we just cut it in half, and it was enough for this. All right, so here is the Amour Journal, and I just want to lay out how we did our tutorials. The first tutorials that you will see are the cover. And so it will include making the cover with the velvet and putting the ties on, and then we'll go into creating, I believe it's creating this piece, and then adding it with the lace. Now, I'm going to say right now that when we get to the part of the cover and we get this on, I made a mistake in calculations. So I think I said in the video that the cover is I think I said it was a 6 by 4.5. It's actually a 6 by 4. So I had to redo that. And the spine is about 2 inches. I think that I had said the spine was 2 3/4. So I had to redo all that. But the video itself for the cover is not correct in the measurements, because I didn't want to have to re-video all of what I had already done. Okay, so this is Amour. Look at her beautiful spine. The button spine with all the vintage and antique buttons. She's just beautiful. She's done in a seafoam color. This is my favorite color. And then we dyed the silk ties just a shade darker, so that it just popped. The color just popped. So you'll see a lot of laces, and the laces are basically all antique laces. So let's open it up. So first of all, you've got your front flip out, and it's closed by this beautiful little bead dangle. And then you flip it open, and you've got a beautiful tag on the inside. And look at this. This is a piece of an Indian necklace that I had procured somewhere in one of my journeys, and I took it apart, and oh, it's just so pretty. And it just hangs just like this down the bottom, just beautifully. Also, you'll see the lace here. These are lace, antique lace doilies. This is also the antique lace, and here is all the papers that come inside of the DigiKit. So we'll close this back up. Like that. Look at this, beautiful. I just love it. And we're going to open up Amour. So inside, I decided I was going to put the letters on the front. So you'll open this up, and this is in the DigiKit. So you'll have your own antique letter. And I was going to dye this on coffee paper, but I forgot. So I just did it in this paper, in the white paper. And then there's a postcard of France, of the Eiffel Tower. And I don't know if this is a, yes, this is here. This is in the, this is in the DigiKit. And the beautiful old wallpaper. Oh, just beautiful. I love it. There's tags all over. Romeo and Juliet. Beautiful, beautiful tags all over. This one's a decoupage tag. And there is some of this in your kit. Some old laces, more tags. Oh, yes. Look at this. It says, made with love. And she was a labor of love, all right. Oh, she's so pretty. And all the old papers, too. Like, you'll go into your own kit and use what you have, but then you'll add your own papers, too. There's stamping done. This is in the kit. This is part of the paper pack. Oh, I love this. You get this. You have to embroider your own. You have to embroider your own little screen. Here's a beautiful little dangle with a crystal on the bottom. Little flip out and a tag. The beautiful little dangle. This is a copper dangle. I don't know if you can see that. A little copper dangle that's got some patina on it. Some antique lace. Oh, I love it. These are, I think there's some of those in your paper pack. It's another tag. And this is just old, very old music paper. And I think most of us have old music paper hanging around. This is part of your velvet pack. This is in the kit. I love it. This is really old paper. This is not in the kit, but this is just some really old paper that Sally and I found at a yard sale, and we just love it. It's very delicate though, so we can't really use it as a pocket. It just wants to tear. This is that beautiful old curtain. Oops. Girls, this is a fabric covered page with another tag. with some decoupage, and this is some beautiful paper that we embossed with an embossing folder, and it just gives it that old look because it makes it weak and then it just looks very old. Forgive my fingers, the dyeing kind of took care of the neatness of the hands. These are in the kit. It's another tag. Some of my Indian trims, but it just matches so perfectly. A lot of the tags will be backed with coffee paper, and this is some antique lace. It's another beautiful little dango. And this is the center. And I left these ties long, so whoever wants this journal can take these beads off, exchange the beads, add beads, shorten it up, make it longer. That's up to you. So I just left them really long. And you know, these pages like this, it looks really old, but that's in the kit. And the originals are really old. They're 100+ years old. I think they're like 1896 or something like that. But they scanned beautifully and they look old. And here's more of the embossed paper with something from in the kit. And every kit has a postcard. We sent out several kits with the fairies, and I think we ran out of fairies, so we started using botanical and birds. More old lace. Oh, I love this. This is a decoupage napkin. So pretty. There may be a dangle that goes on there yet. Possibly, if I can find another one. And this tag, this is probably one of my favorite tags. It's very simplified, but it's just so soft, just so beautiful. And this is my favorite tag. This is made with my sari silks, and I just ripped a piece and just glued it. They're very thin. It's very thin, but I just glued it on and used some of the curtain and attached a gem. Looks so pretty. Lots of stamping throughout. Ooh, this is in the kit, and Sally actually used it in these journals. I found antique braille paper. I don't know where I was when I found it, but I had it when I came back from Canada. And it's just beautiful. And so we put it into the Amour kits, but the other journals didn't actually have any of it in their journals because they were created before I had the paper. More of that old curtain with some a beautiful little ruffle. Oh, this is Sally's cabbage dyed paper that she has purple cabbage in her garden, and she dyed some papers with it. Oh, it's so pretty. I love this color. All right, and that's the end of the journal. So the tutorials are based on this journal, and they will be up as soon as this journal goes up. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you enjoy creating your own Amour journals. I hope everyone has a wonderful, wonderful day. Thank you for stopping by. Bye-bye.